Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Namaste. Welcome to session 65 of the Sundarakandam learning series. Incidentally, on our 4th anniversary, we are delighted to have a Sundarakandam class. The context, of course, is Ravana has now left Sita Mata, sad, lonely, upset, and he is now instigated the Rakshasis to try to convince her. Okay, this is what has happened in the previous Sarga, Sarga number 22. Now the Rakshasis immediately don't threaten her. In the entire 23rd Sarga, they try to do their version of diplomacy. Okay, in this Sarga, we realize how diplomacy must not be done. Okay, and then in the 24th Sarga, they do what they are best at, threatening, all out threats. Okay, so now let us go into the Sarga. त्रयोविंशः सर्गाः राक्षसी प्रेरणम् इत्युक्त्वा मैथिलीं राजा रावणः शत्रुरावणाः इत्युक्त्वा मैथिलीं राजा रावणः शत्रुरावणाः सन्दिश्य च ततः सर्वा राक्षसी निर्जगामः सन्दिश्य च ततः सर्वा राक्षसी निर्जगामः. I'll go slow once more. इत्युक्त्वा मैथिलीं राजा रावणः शत्रुरावणाः सन्दिश्य च ततः सर्वा राक्षसी निर्जगामः. Together. इत्युक्त्वा मैथिलीं राजा रावणः शत्रुरावणाः सन्दिश्य च ततः सर्वा राक्षसी निर्जगामः. So the verb of this particular shloka is jagama. Jagama, lit lakara dhatu, means to leave. So he left. Who left? Ravana left the scene. Okay. Raja Shatru Ravanaha Ravanaha. Raja, you all know, king. Shatru Ravanaha, one who makes the enemies cry. Tilaka says, ha ha shabda karayati. The enemies will cry, it seems. Ha ha, they will cry if he comes and torments them. So ha ha shabda karayati iti Shatru Ravanaha. One who makes his enemies cry. Ravanaha, that Ravana, Maithilim iti uktva, having spoken thus to Sita Mata, tataha, then, sarvaha rakshasihi sandishya. Sarvaha means all of them, rakshasihi means rakshasis, sandishya means having directed them. Ja jagama, he left. You remember in the previous Sarga last, he would have lost his school further and done physical harm to Sita Mata. He was stopped by one of his queens who said, why are you paying attention to someone who does not reciprocate your affections? So instead, you come back, you cool down and come back. So he goes back, right? But before going back, he has ordered the Rakshasis to convince her through Samadana Veda Danda. So having directed here means having ordered the Rakshasis to employ Samadana Veda Danda in convincing Sita Mata. Ravana leaves the scene, has left the scene. Nishkrante rakshasendre tu punarantah puram gate rakshasyo bhimarupaha taha. Joining becomes bhimarupastaha. Rakshasyo bhimarupastaha Sitam sam abhidudruvuhu. Sitam sam abhidudruvuhu. Sitam sam abhidudruvuhu. Clear, no? Sam abhidudruvuhu. Nishkrante rakshasendre tu punarantah puram gate. Nishkrante rakshasendre tu punarantah puram gate rakshasyo bhimarupastaha सीतां समभिदुद्रुवुः राक्षस्यो भीमरूपास्ताः सीतां समभिदुद्रुवुः टुगेदर निष्क्रान्ते राक्षसेन्द्रे तु पुनरन्तः पुरं गते राक्षस्यो भीमरूपास्ताः सीतां समभिदुद्रुवुः. Verb here is sam abhidudruvuhu. Some prefix which means well. Abhi prefix which means around. Dudruvuhu means they ran. So the Rakshasis ran towards Sita Mata. They were so eager to follow Ravana's instructions. Not 1 second of rest. In diplomacy, you must give rest to the enemy or the other counterpart, not enemy. You must give rest to the counterparty. Instead, what did they do? They immediately rushed towards Sita Mata and tried to pressurize her. Okay, Harukuji, your hand is raised. Is there a reason? You're on mute.
Is it Bhima Rupastaha?
Bhima Rupaha Taha becomes Bhima Rupastaha.
Taha, okay.
Taha refers to Rakshasyaha. I'll explain the meaning. Rakshasendre Nishkrante Sati. Punah Antapuram Gate Sati. Rakshasendre. This is Sati Satami. Okay, Sati Satami means when this happened. Rakshasendra, when the lord of the Rakshasas, Nishkrante, had left. Punaha Antapuram Gate, when he had reached his inner quarters. Immediately. Bhima Rupaha Taha Rakshasyaha. Bhima Rupaha means what? Those of terrible appearance. Taha, those. Rakshasyaha, Rakshasis. Sitam, to Sita. Some Abhidudruvuhu. They ran quickly towards her, surrounded her from all directions in an attempt to catch her attention. Next shloka. Tatah Sitamupagamya Rakshasyah Krodhamurchitaah Rakshasyah Krodhamurchitaah Param Parushaya Vacha Vaidehi idamabruvan Tatah Sitamupagamya Rakshasyah Krodhamurchitaah Tatah Sitamupagamya Rakshasyah Krodhamurchitaah Param Parushaya Vacha Vaidehimidamabruvan Param Parushaya Vacha Vaidehimidamabruvan. Together. Tatah Sitamupagamya Rakshasyah Krodhamurchitaah Param Parushaya Vacha Vaidehimidamabruvan. Okay, abruvan is the verb. Abruvan means they spoke. Who spoke? Rakshasis, obviously. Tataha, then. Rakshasyaha, the Rakshasis. Sita Upagamya, having reached Sita Mata. Krodhamurchitaha. How were they? When they reached her, they were their senses were lost to anger. So Krodhamurchitaha, they were not thinking clearly because they were so angry. Why were they so angry? Because she had turned away their lord and master. So they were very, very angry. Param Parushaya Vacha, with extremely harsh words. Vaidehim, to Sita. Idam, this Abruvan, they spoke. So having quickly attained Sita Mata, reached Sita Mata, they were not thinking straight because of their anger. They spoke these exceedingly harsh words to her. That is the meaning of this particular shloka. Paulastyasya varisthasya Ravanasya Mahatmanaha Dashagrivasya Bharyatvam Sitena Bahumanyase. Bharyatvam, no, please make it one word. I don't know in Giri book how it is. It is actually bharyatvam, one word, the property of being the wife. Okay, in this particular presentation, it is showing us bharya space tvam. It is not so, it is one word, bharyatvam, means the dharma of being a wife. There is bharya and prathama vibhakti doesn't make sense here. Dashagrivasya bharyatvam Sitena bahumanyase. Together. Paulastyasya varishthasya Ravanasya mahatmanaha Dashagrivasya bharyatvam Sitena bahumanyase. Okay, bahumanyase means you do not value. Okay, mandahatu, man means to respect or value. Okay, so you do not value. Site, O Sita Mata, they are addressing her. Okay, He Site, Paulastyasya Varishthasya Mahatmanaha Dashagrivasya Ravanasya. All this is in Sashti Vibhakti, which means of. Paulastyasya, the one belonging to the lineage of the Prajapati Pulastya, one of the Saptarishis. Pulastya, of the one belonging to the lineage of Pulastya. Varishthasya, of the distinguished. Mahatmanaha, of the great souled one. Dashagrivasya, of the 10-headed one of Ravana. So the other words, Varishthasya, Paulastasya, Mahatmanaha, Dashagrivasya, are all adjectives for Ravana. Of Ravana's Bharyatvam, the property of being a wife, the dharma of being a wife. Na bahumanyase, you do not value. So they are stating their reason for their anger. You do not value the prospect of being Ravana's wife. That angers us. That's what they are saying here. Okay. Now one after the other they will speak to her. Tatastveka jata nama Rakshasi vakyam abravit. Rakshasi vakyam abravit. Amantriya krodhatam rakshi. Amantriya krodhatam rakshi. Sitam karatalodarim. Sitam karatalodarim. Joshika, can you fix your camera? I only see one ghostly apparition. Tatastveka jata nama Rakshasi vakyam abravit. Tatastveka jata nama Rakshasi vakyam abravit. Amantriya krodhatam rakshi. Sitam karatalodarim. Amantriya krodhatam rakshi. Sitam karatalodarim. Together. Tatastveka jata nama Rakshasi vakyam abravit. Amantriya krodhatam rakshi. Sitam karatalodarim. So the verb here is abravit. In the first sentence, it is there. See, Rakshasi vakyam abravit. The Rakshasi spoke. Who? Tataha ekajata nama. Rakshasi. So then a Rakshasi by name Ekajata. Okay. How was she? Krodhatam Rakshi. Her eyes were red because of anger. Sita Amantriya, having beckoned Sita. See, they have all run towards Sita. They are all surrounding her from all sides. When we say having beckoned Sita, we must understand it is having drawn her attention. Hey, look here, like that. Okay. Vakyam, Abravi, spoke these words. Okay. Prajapatinam shannantu. Prajapatinam shannantu. Chaturtho yah prajapatihi. Chaturtho yah prajapatihi. Manaso brahmana putraha. Manaso brahmana putraha. Pulastya iti vishrutaha. Pulastya iti vishrutaha. Nine Prajapatinam shannantu. Chaturtho yah prajapatihi. Prajapatinam shannantu. Chaturtho yah prajapatihi. Manaso Brahmana Putraha Pulastya iti Vishrutaha. Manaso Brahmana Putraha Pulastya iti Vishrutaha. Together. Prajapatinan Shannantu Chaturtho Yah Prajapatihi Manaso Brahmana Putraha Pulastya iti Vishrutaha. So she uses a common technique that people use when they want to explain the greatness of the person on whose behalf they are arguing, right? So she is now stating his lineage. Okay, and saying, wow, such a great person Ravana is, and you're not looking at him. So that's the effort. So what is she saying here? Shanna Prajapatinam, Sashti Vibhakti, of the 6 Prajapatis. Okay, who are the 6 Prajapatis? Does everyone know the names of 6 Prajapatis? Okay, for those of you who are interested, write it down. It's useful information. Marichi Rangira Atri Pulastya Pulaha Kratuhu. Okay, Marichihi Angiras Atri. Marichihi Angiras Atri Pulastyaha Pulaha Pulaha P-U-L-A-H Pulaha Kratu. Okay, the evolution is important because when Brahma decided to create the world, that is Prajapati Brahma, this Srashta Brahma, when he decided to create the world, okay, he first created, you all would know the story, right, of how Sanaka, Sanatana, Sarandana, the 4 Saratkumaras came into being. Okay, they were the mind-born sons of Brahma, but they were not interested in pravritti or expansion. Instead, they wanted to go in the path of nivritti or towards moksha. So what did Lord Brahma do? He said, this job is not being done by them, so let me create the Saptarishis. Marichihi, Angiraha, Atrihi, Pulastyaha, Pulahaha, Kratuhu, Vasishtascheti Saptaiti. Among them, 6 of them were known as Prajapatis. The first 6. Okay, these mnemonics are very easy to remember because of Amarakosha. Marichirangira, Atri, Pulastya, Pulaha, Kratuhu, Vasishtascheti Saptaiti, Geya, Chitrashikhandiraha, like that. If you memorize, it becomes very easy to remember the names. But in the absence of that, you must still know who's a Prajapati, who's a Saptarishi. Prajapati are basically people who are given the task of creation. They are one level higher than Daksha Prajapati and the other Prajapatis. These are the mind-born sons of Brahma. Okay. Now, among them, the 4th Prajapati is Pulastya. Okay. So, Shanna Prajapati now Chaturtaha Prajapati. The 4th Prajapati. Brahmana Manasaha Putraha, the mind-born son of Brahma. Pulastyaha iti Vishrutaha. You must have heard his name. He is known as Pulastya. Okay, so this is what Ekajata is telling Sita Mata, as if Sita Mata doesn't know the evolution in Saptarishis and Prajapatis. Shubhakam, your hand is raised.
No, I just had a question like this. 6 Prajapatis are part of Saptarishis, is it?
It is one way of telling. That is how the name is being derived.
Okay, 6 Prajapatis plus Vashishta is Saptarishis, is it?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
This is one way of telling it. There are many ways of telling it. This is one way. Ramayana, Valmiki has mentioned like this, so we should take it as this.
Okay.
They are known as Prajapatis because, see, Marichi, Angiras, Atri, these are all actually the fathers of different species of beings and different rishis and different other Prajapatis and things like that. So they did have progeny, a lot of progeny.
Okay.
Okay. But one name is Kashyapa is missing from this scene. Daksha Prajapati is missing from this. Kashyapa is son of one of these. From these 6, one of them he evolved like that. Daksha Prajapati came from one of the parts of Brahma. I'm not sure. I think the thigh. So like this, every Prajapati has a role to play, but these are the 6 mind-born Prajapatis of Brahma. Vasishta is not considered a Prajapati because he has always been associated with the role of a seer, a person who leads beings towards Bhagavan. Janaka is a king. Okay, he came, Janaka is a different category. Daksha should have been here, but Daksha is a different category than Saptarishis. Okay. Saptarishis kulla vara Prajapatis. No. Prajapatis who come within Saptarishis. She also had the same doubt. So the six of them, the first six of them also are known as Prajapatis. That's why I wanted to clearly mention this in class so that people will be very clear. Why is Pulastya coming in this? He should be in Saptarishi. No, why is he coming here as Prajapati? Because Valmiki mentions so. That's all. And he is a Prajapati. Because of him, the class of Rakshasas also came into being, right? So there's a lot of role that they play as forefathers.
Okay.
Move
Thank
forward.
you.
Yeah. Pulastyasya tu tejasvi. Pulastyasya tu tejasvi. Maharshir manasasutaha. Maharshir manasasutaha. Namna savishrava nama. Namna savishrava nama. Prajapati samaprabha. Prajapati samaprabha. Pulastyasya tu tejasvi. Maharshir manasasutaha. Pulastyasya tu tejasvi. Maharshir manasasutaha. Namna savishrava nama. Prajapati samaprabha. Namna savishrava nama. Prajapati samaprabha. Together. Pulastyasya tu tejasvi. Maharshir manasasutaha. Namna savishrava nama. Prajapati samaprabha. Okay. Now again she continues the lineage description. Namna Vishrava. Prajapati samaprabha. Okay. Namna Vishrava. Vishrava nama. Namna by name. Known as Vishrava. Vishrava, how does it come? From the Pratipadikam Vishravas. Sakaranta Pullingaha Vishravas Shabdaha. Prathama Vibhakti apicha Dutiya Vibhaktiyam Vishrava iti. So Vishrava Nama. Okay, Namna Vishrava Nama. By name Vishrava. Prajapati Savaprabha. Equal in effulgence, radiance to the Prajapatis. Namely his father's category. Tejasvi, who is splendorous. Saha Maharishihi, that Maharishi, Pulastyasya Manasaha Sutaha Asit. Okay, Pulastya's Manasaha Sutaha was a mind-born son of Pulastya. So Pulastya also had a mind-born son. Just like Brahma's mind-born son was Pulastya, Pulastya's mind-born son was Vishrava. Vishravanama, equal in radiance to the Prajapatis, says the Rakshasi. Tasya putro Vishalakshi. So because he's obviously a son of Pulastya, he is a Brahmin. Okay, which is why Ravana, there is a lot of woke literature around Ravana being a Brahmin and a lot of negative things around it. But this is the reason why people say it, because Pulastya is one of the Prajapati. So his son Vishravas is a Brahmin, but he is born in the womb of a Rakshasi. So automatically, if you go by any of the Smritis, his birth is no longer, it is called Sankara. Varna Sankara, it's called. Varna Sankara means what? Admixture of caste. He is no longer caste, rather admixture of Varna. I'm sorry, not caste. Caste is the wrong word to use. Admixture of Varna. So he is not a Brahmin Devi. Tasya putro Vishalakshi Ravana Shatru Ravanaha. Tasya putro Vishalakshi Ravana Shatru Ravanaha. Tasya tvam Rakshasindrasya. Tasya tvam Rakshasindrasya. Bharya bhavitumarhasi. Bharya bhavitumarhasi. Together. Tasya putro Vishalakshi. Ravana Shatru Ravanaha. Tasya tvam Rakshasindrasya. Bharya bhavitumarhasi. Okay. Hey Vishalakshi. O one with wide, beautiful eyes. Shatru Ravanaha Ravanaha Tasya Putraha. The one who torments his enemies, that Ravana, Tasya Putraha, Tasya Putraha, Vishravasaha Putraha, son of Vishravas. Okay. Tasya Tvam, Tasya Rakshasendrasya Tvam, that Rakshasendra, that chief of the Rakshasas, Tvam, you, Bharya, wife, Bhavitum, to become, Arhasi, you certainly deserve. There is no way you can object to it by saying that you are married to a mortal, you're married to a king and things like that. Okay, he is a far better catch for you. You should not cavil at the idea of being his wife. Tasya bharya tvam bhavitu barhasi. You deserve to be his wife in the sense of not you deserve to be his wife in a positive way. You deserve to be his wife in a very negative way. If you don't be his wife, if you don't become his wife, your life is wasted. Okay. Who in their right minds would pass such an opportunity? That kind of negativity is there in that Arhasi statement. So don't think that the Rakshasi is boosting Sita Mata up saying you deserve the best. No. If he wants something, you have to follow his instructions. He deserves whatever he wants. Sasya bharya tvam bhavitu arhasi. You understand the difference? Why, even though arhasi means deserve, the word should not be taken to mean Sita deserves Ravana. It should be taken as Ravana deserves Sita. Because he wants her. And he's such a spoiled person that what he wants, he should get. If he doesn't get what he wants, all his underlings will be upset and angry on his behalf. Okay, clear, no? Okay, now we'll move forward. We'll find the same Arhasi usage later also. So now we know it once, we won't do it again. Mayoktam charu sarvangi. Mayoktam charu sarvangi. Vakyam kim nanu manyase. Vakyam kim nanu manyase. Tato harijata nama. Rakshasi vakyam apravit. Tato harijata nama. Rakshasi vakyam apravit. Vivartya nayane kopat. Vivartya. Okay. Vivartya nayane kopat. Marjar sadrishekshana. Marjar sadrishekshana. Marjar sadrishekshana. Clear? Marjara sadrishekshana. Vijayaji, are you following the chanting? Vijayaji? Yes? Okay. If you're not following anything, please interrupt and ask because I don't see you chanting. So I don't know if you follow it or not. If you're not able to chant, let me know. I'll repeat teaching. Okay. Line by line. Mayoktam charu sarvangi. Vakyam kim nanu manyase. Mayoktam charu sarvangi. Vakyam kim nanu manyase. Tato harijata nama. Rakshasi vakyam apravit. Tato harijata nama. Rakshasi vakyam apravit. Vivartya nayane kopat. Marjar sadrishikshana. Vivartya nayane kopat. Marjar sadrishikshana. Together. Mayoktam charu sarvangi. Vakyam kim nanu manyase. Tato harijata nama. Rakshasi vakyam apravit. Vivartya nayane kopat. Marjar sadrishikshana. So this Mayoktam charu sarvangi. Vakyam kim nanu manyase refers to Ekajata. Ekajata has just now given the entire lineage description of Ravana. No, now she is getting frustrated because Sita Mata is not showing any signs of listening to her, smiling or nodding or anything. So she's frustrated. So she's saying, Maya Uktam Vakyam Kim Nan Manyase Sarvangi, Charu Sarvangi, O Charu Sarvangi, O one with beautiful limbs. Previously she's addressed her as Vishalakshi, now Charu Sarvangi, O one with beautiful limbs. Maya Uktam Vakyam, the word spoken by me. Kim na anumanyase? Why do you not heed? She asked like this. So you should imagine Ekajata throwing up her hands in frustration and why do you not listen to me and walking off, stalking off? And then it is the turn of the other Rakshasi to come. And as you have seen, what has she really achieved by her diplomacy? She has tried to state the greatness of Ravana's lineage, and she's ended it in one statement that the spoiled brat Ravana deserves you, and therefore please heed to him. Okay, obviously that will not convince Sita Mata. So she walks off. Then Harijata comes. Tataha Harijata Nama Rakshasi. Then Harijata, Ekajata went, Harijata comes in. Okay. How is she? Marjara Sadrishekshana. She has cunning cat-like eyes. When you say somebody has cat-like eyes, it is not just a description of the physical appearance of the eyes. Light-colored, golden-colored, tawny eyes. You'll say cat-like eyes. In English literature, it is like that. In Sanskrit, when you see, you should also see the dhwani. Dhwani means what? Implication. Implication of cat-like eyes is cunning eyes. Clever eyes. With those cunning, clever eyes, she comes. And what does she do? Kopat nayane vivritya. Kopat, out of anger. Nayane, her eyes, two eyes, nayane. Tritiya vibhakti, dvivachanam. Nayane vivritya, having rolled her eyes. She's now very angry. So she's rolling her eyes in anger. Idam vakyam abravit. She then spoke these words. Okay. What is she going to say? Yena devastrayastrimshat Yena devastrayastrimshat devarajascha nirjitaha. Now please note here, if you are breaking, you should say trayastrimshat. It's not trayastrimshat. Okay. Yena devastrayastrimshat devarajascha nirjitaha. If it is one samasta padam also, it would have been Yena devastrayastrimshat devarajascha nirjitaha, because it is given as a samasta padam, extra the is not written. But when we break, we should say Yena devastrayastrimshat devarajascha nirjitaha tasya tvam rakshasendrasya tasya tvam rakshasendrasya bharya bhavitumarhasi bharya bhavitumarhasi. Together, easy one. Yena devastrayastrimshat devarajascha nirjitaha tasya tvam rakshasendrasya bharya bhavitumarhasi. Once more. Yena devastrayastrimshat devarajascha nirjitaha tasya tvam rakshasendrasya bharya bhavitumarhasi. Here the word arhasi is used in the sense of you ought to. Okay, you must, you ought to. Okay, what is the meaning? Yena, one by whom? Trayastrimshat devaha. Trimshat means 30. Trayaha trimshat means how many? 33. Not 33 crore deva, but the 33 main devas. 12 Adityas, 11 Rudras, we know the calculation of those. So 33 devas, Devarajaha cha, and also their lord, namely Indra. Nirjitaha, one by whom the 33 devas and Indra have been roundly defeated. Tasya Rakshasendrasya, of that lord of the Rakshasas. Tvam bharya bhavitum arhasi, you ought to accede to his request to become his wife. He is so powerful. How can you say no to him? Okay, so that is her argument. Tatastu praghasa nama Tatastu praghasa nama Rakshasi krodhamurchita Rakshasi krodhamurchita Bhartsayanti tada ghoram Bhartsayanti tada ghoram Idam vachanam abravit Idam vachanam abravit tatastu praghasa nama rakshasi krodhamuchita tatastu praghasa nama rakshasi krodhamuchita bhartsayanti tada ghoram idam vachanam abravit bhartsayanti tada ghoram idam vachanamabravit. Together. Tatastu praghasa nama rakshasi krodhamuchita bhartsayanti tada puram idam vachanamabravit. Now you should imagine, Harijata has stated, Ravana is so powerful, you ought to listen to him and marry him. Praghasa now shoves her away because she's extremely angry. So Harijata doesn't have a chance to even walk off. She's shoved away by Praghasa, who now tataha tu Praghasa nama krodha murchitaha. Then Praghasa nama, one named Praghasa, Krodha Murchita, one whose senses are lost to anger, Rakshasi, Tada, then Ghoram Bhartsayanti, Ghoram terribly, Bhartsayanti, terrifying, scaring her, making rude faces. Okay. You can imagine that, she's probably hanging her tongue out, rolling her eyes in anger. So whatever she is doing, she's trying to scare Sita Mata. Idam Vachanam Abravit, spoke these words. Till now, the other two were simply angry, rolling their eyes and speaking. Now she is actually showing physical signs of anger. She shoved the other Rakshasi, come forward, and then she's angrily speaking to Sita Mata. वीर्योत्सिक्तस्य शूरस्य वीर्योत्सिक्तस्य शूरस्य सङ्ग्रामेष्वनिवर्तिताः सङ्ग्रामेष्वनिवर्तिताः सङ्ग्रामेषु अनिवर्तितः joined becomes सङ्ग्रामेष्वनिवर्तितः बलिनो वीर्ययुक्तस्य बलिनो वीर्ययुक्तस्य भार्या त्वं किं न लिप्यसे सेम भार्या त्वं not भार्या त्वं भार्या त्वं किं न लिप्यसे वीर्योत्सिक्तस्य शूरस्य सङ्ग्रामेष्वनिवर्तिताः वीर्योत्सिक्तस्य शूरस्य सङ्ग्रामेष्वनिवर्तिताः बलिनो वीर्ययुक्तस्य भार्या त्वं किं न लिप्यसे बलिनो वीर्ययुक्तस्य भार्या त्वं किं न लिप्यसे टुगेदर वीर्योत्सिक्तस्य शूरस्य सङ्ग्रामेष्वनिवर्तिताः बलिनो वीर्ययुक्तस्य भार्या त्वं किं न लिप्यसे. Okay, वीर्योत्सिक्तस्य लिप्यसे means why are you not desiring or why are you not wanting. Na lipyase. Okay, why do you not want? That's a question. Viryosiktasya, shurasya, one of supreme valor, the brave. Sangrameshu anivartitaha, one who does not turn his back in battle. Okay, he fights till the very end. One who does not turn his back in battle. Sangrameshu anivartitaha. Balinaha, exceedingly strong. Viryayuktasya, the mighty, powerful. Bharyatvam, of such a person. Bharyatvam, the property of being his wife. Kinna lipyase, why do you not desire? She's asking. Okay. Again, art of doing diplomacy. Once two people have finished talking, the third should not interrupt when the second is in the middle of her talking. The third comes and interrupts. And what does she say? Anything new? Nothing new. All she does is express her anger further. This is not going to get your work done. Correct? Now what happens? Priyam bahumatam bharyam Priyam bahumatam bharyam Tyaktva raja mahabalaha Tyaktva raja mahabalaha Sarvasancha mahabhagam Sarvasancha mahabhagam Tvamupaishyati ravanaha Tvamupaishyati ravanaha प्रियां बहुमतां भार्यां त्यक्त्वा राजा महाबलः प्रियां बहुमतां भार्यां त्यक्त्वा राजा महाबलः सर्वासां च महाभागां त्वाम् उपैष्यति रावणः सर्वासां च महाभागां त्वाम् उपैष्यति रावणः प्रियां बहुमतां भार्यां त्यक्त्वा राजा महाबलः सर्वासां च महाभागां त्वाम् उपैष्यति रावणः. Upashyati is a verb. What does it mean? Reaches, attains, comes to you. Tvam upashyati, comes to you, reaches you. Who reaches you? Ravana reaches you. Basically, Raja Mahabalaha Ravanaha, the mighty king Ravana. Priyam Bahumatam Sarvasam Mahabhagam Bharyam Tyaktva, having left his wives. What kind of wives? All the other words are adjectives. Priyam, beloved. Bahumatam means those who are respected and wanted by many. So his wives are coveted by many people. But because it is Ravana, they don't come near his wives. So desired by many. Sarvasam, each one of them, Mahabhagam, they are lavishly endowed with all the auspicious good attributes, be it Samudrika Lakshanam, be it the marks of prosperity, they have all of it. Okay, so there is nothing lacking in them. Bharyam Tiktva, having left them, Tvam Upaishyati, look at him, he is coming to you, he is reaching you. This is what she says. Okay, so now here Tilaka in his commentary says, all these are Rajalakshmis, who all these Bharyas. Okay, each one of them from some Raja, Ragakanya, Deva Kanya, or from some other king. So they're all Rajalakshmis. He leaves all the Rajalakshmis and is only coming to you because you are Mahalakshmi. That is the Dhvani in this shloka, says Tilaka in his commentary. Okay, this is identified by the Rakshasi, says Tilaka. Okay, I hope the meaning is clear and moving forward. The Rakshasi Praghasa, when she makes a statement, this is what she says. Samriddham Stri Sahasrena, Samriddham Stri Sahasrena, Nanaratnopashobhitam, Nanaratnopashobhitam, Antahpuram Samutsrijya, Antahpuram Samutsrijya, Tvam upaishyati Ravanaha, Tvam upaishyati Ravanaha, Samriddham Stri Sahasrena, Nanaratnopashobhitam, Samriddham Stri Sahasrena, Nanaratnopashobhitam, Antahpuram Samutsrijya, Tvam upaishyati Ravanaha, Antahpuram Samutsrijya, Tvam upaishyati Ravanaha. Let's see the meaning of these two shlokas, lines first. Chant the lines together. Samriddham Stri Sahasrena, Nanaratnopashobhitam, Antahpuram Samutsrijya, Tvam upaishyati Ravanaha. Ravanaha Tvam upaishyati. Ravana reaches you. Samriddham Stri Sahasrena. Ravanaha Stri Sahasrena Samriddham. He is very rich. Samriddham means rich. What is he rich because of? He is rich because he has 1,000 women. Okay. Stri Sahasrena Samriddham. Ravanaha. Nana Ratnopashobhitam, Antahpuram Samutsrijya. Antahpuram means the inner quarters where all the three Ratnas are there. How are they? How is the Antapura described? Nana Ratnopashobhitam. There is a slesha here. Nana Ratnopashobhitam means bedecked with many precious stones and ornaments. Nana Ratnopashobhitam. Antahpuram. Physical description of the inner quarters. Or it could mean because he has 3 Ratna Sahasram. Okay. So the Antapura, which is bedecked with the Sri Sahasra, the thousands of women who are like jewels. Okay, so Nana Ratnopashobhitam Antahpuram. That Antapuram Samatsrujya, having left. Twamupaishyati. He is reaching you. Samatsrujya means to abandon. Having abandoned the Antapura, he is reaching you. Anya tu vikata nama rakshasi vakyam abravit. Anya tu vikata nama rakshasi vakyam abravit. Simply means another rakshasi called Vikata. Now she started to speak. Asakrit devata yuddhe. Asakrit devata yuddhe. Nagagandharvadanavaha. Nagagandharvadanavaha. Nirjitah samarigena. Nirjitah samarigena. Sate parshvamupagataha. Sate parshvamupagataha. Asakrityevata yuddhe nagagandharvadanavaha. Asakrityevata yuddhe nagagandharvadanavaha. Nirjitah samarigena. Sate parshvamupagataha. Nirjitah samarigena. Sate parshvamupagataha. Together. Asakrityevata yuddhe nagagandharvadanavaha. Nirjitah samarigena. Sate parshvamupagataha. Okay. What does it mean? Yena asakrit yuddhe devataha samare nagagandharvadanavaha nirjitaha saha te parshvam agataha. We have to add the verb asti. He has come before you. Okay. So who was he? So because Prabhasa was describing how Ravana left all these beautiful women and she has now come to Sita Mata. He has now come to Sita Mata. Vikata tries to take over from them. Okay, she says, Yena asakrit yuddhe. One by one who in many battles. Sakrit means once. Asakrit means many times. Yuddhe. In many battles. Devataha samare nagagandharva danavaha nirjitaha. Devataha nirjitaha has defeated the devatas. Samare nagagandharvaha nirjitaha. In battle. Samare also means yuddhe. In yuddha, nagagandharva danavaha. Nagas, gandharvas, dhanavas have been defeated. Nirjitaha. Saha, he. Te parshvamagataha asti. At your side he has come. So one who is so powerful. The devas, nagas, gandharvas, everyone has been defeated by him. He is now coming to your side. See. Tasya sarva samriddhasya. Tasya sarva samriddhasya. Ravanasya mahatmanaha. Ravanasya mahatmanaha. Kimartham rakshasendrasya. Kimartham rakshasendrasya. Please add kimartham. Kimartham rakshasendrasya. Again bharyatvam. Bharyatvam nechhase dhame. Bharyatvam nechhase dhame. Tasya sarva samriddhasya. Ravanasya mahatmanaha. Tasya sarva samriddhasya. Ravanasya mahatmanaha. Kimartham rakshasendrasya. Bharyatvam nechhase dhame. Kimartham rakshasendrasya. Bharyatvam nechhase dhame. Together. Tasya sarva samriddhasya. Ravanasya mahatmanaha. Kimartham rakshasendrasya. Bharyatvam nechhase dhame. Now finally 15 shlokas was the extent to the Rakshasi's patience. 16th shloka, when Vikata has got angry, she directly addresses Sita Mata as He Adhame, O lowly being. Okay, her tongue should fall out with such form of address. He Adhame, Sarva samriddhasya Ravanasya Mahatmanah Rakshasendrasya Ravanasya Bharyatvam adya kinna ichase. Why do you not desire to become his wife? Who? Sarva samriddhasya, one who has a lot of wealth, all the wealth in the world. Mahatmanah, the great one. Rakshasendrasya, of the one who is the lord of the Rakshasas. Tasya Ravanasya, that Ravanas. Bharyatvam, property of being his wife. Adya, today, now. Kim, na ichase, why don't you desire? Okay, so she's got angry. Hey, why you don't want to be his wife? Tell me, what a fool you are. Like this, she is now talking to Sita Mata. Also, just to refresh the memory of the class, earlier also I have told, when Lord Rama or Hanuman are addressed as Mahatmanaha, of the great souled one, the meaning is different. When Ravana is addressed as Mahatma, the meaning is different. Okay, why? It depends on the person addressing. You will not find Hanuman addressing Ravana as Mahatma. You will find other Rakshasis addressing Ravana as Mahatma. So when they call him Mahatma, they simply mean their lord, their ruler, their master, very rich, very powerful. Okay, they are only looking at the outer trappings. When Hanuman is addressed as Mahatma, it will be by Valmiki. Why is he addressed as Mahatma? Because of the long list of amazing qualities that he possesses, and the most important one being knowledge of the self. Okay, so Mahatma, one who knows the self, the great being. When Rama is addressed as Mahatma, either by Valmiki or by Hanuman, the implication is always the knower of the self. What does that mean? One who is situated in the knowledge of the self. Therefore, Dhiraha. Dhiraha does not mean necessarily one who is valiant, who fights well in battle. The word Dhiraha, when you go by the Vedic reference, also means one who knows the self. Okay, so Mahatma is used with different meanings depending on the person to whom it is being addressed. Okay, now we move to the next shloka. Tatastu durmukhi nama, tatastu durmukhi nama, rakshasi vakyamapravit, rakshasi vakyamapravit. Yasya suryo na tapati, yasya suryo na tapati, bhito yasya cha marutaha, bhito yasya cha marutaha, navati smayata pange, navati smayata pange, kim tvam tasya na tishthasi, kim tvam tasya na tishthasi. Tatastu durmukhi nama rakshasi vakyamabravit. Tatastu durmukhi nama rakshasi vakyamabravit. Yasya suryo na tapati bhito yasya cha marutaha. Yasya suryo na tapati bhito yasya cha marutaha. नवाति स्मायता पाङ्गे किं त्वं तस्य न तिष्ठसि नवाति स्मायता पाङ्गे किं त्वं तस्य न तिष्ठसि ततस्तु दुर्मुखी नाम राक्षसी वाक्यमब्रवीत् यस्य सूर्यो न तपति भीतो यस्य च मारुतः नवाति स्मायता पाङ्गे किं त्वं तस्य न तिष्ठसि. Now let us look at the meaning. Tishtasi. Two parts are there. Tataha durmukhi nama rakshasi vakyam abravit. Previous shloka we saw, no? What is her name? The one who got very angry and addressed her as Ravanasya Mahatmana. Vikata Nama. Vikata. What did she say? She called her Adhame and she left off. Okay, very angrily she stopped off. Now who comes? Durmukhi comes. Durmukhi itself means what? One with an unpleasant, horrible face. Okay. So, Tataha Durmukhi Nama Rakshasi Vakyam Abravit. She spoke these words. Okay. So, what words did she speak? Let's see. Yasya Suryaha na tapati. Bhito Yasya cha Marutaha. So yasya suryaha na tapati. Yasya bhitaha suryaha na tapati is how we should take. Out of fear for whom the sun doesn't burn very brightly, because it does not want to cause unpleasant, uncomfortable temperatures for Ravana. So the sun controls its own temperature out of fear for Ravana. Okay. Yasya bhitaha suryaha na tapati. Surya's nature is to be tapanaha, to burn. But even Surya controls his nature. Yasya bhitaha cha marutaha na vati. Out of fear for him, the wind is scared to blow too loudly. We've seen this even in the second Sarga, right? The wind does not blow strongly in Lanka because Ravana does not like it. Okay. Ayatapage. Oh, one with long, beautiful side glances. Okay. Tvam kimna tishtasi. Why do you not yield? Here tishtasi. Sthadatu. Stay. She has not come to stay. So the word should not be taken as why do you not stay. You should take the word as why do you not yield? Why do you not agree? Okay, so tishtasi is used in that sense here. So why do you not remain in his control? Why do you not yield to him? That is the meaning. So here we must understand there is a difference between the Nama Bhima in Vishnu Sahasranama. Those who came for Vishnu Sahasranam class, do you remember? What does the Nama Bhima mean for Lord Vishnu? Bhi means fear. Bhimaha means what? One who causes fear. Remember? There I had given a drishtanta, an example from Shankaracharya's Bhashyam, and said, Yasya bhitaha suryo natapati, yasya bhitaha cha marutihi navati. Same example. Okay, what does it mean? When out of fear for Bhagavan, the sun does not burn strongly, wind does not blow too strongly, and here somebody is on unmute, just mute yourself, because some disturbance is coming. We are not able to find out who it is. Umaji. I think it's Uma. Be on mute. Yeah, thank you. So the difference is this. For Bhagavan, when we say Yasya Bhitaha Suryaha na Bhati, Suryaha na Tapati, what we mean is Bhagavan is the controller of all the elements. The Mahabhutas come from him, from Lord Vishnu. They are under his control. So like how an employee would be respectful of his employer, in the same way, the elements are under the control of Lord Vishnu. The fear is not mortal fear, whereas Ravana has instilled mortal fear in the minds of Vayu, Surya, etc. because he keeps tormenting them. Okay, so that is a difference in the description. So there also we have Bhima, Bhima Parakramaha, we have seen in Vishnu Sahasranam. No, the meaning is that only. You also see people who do adharma are scared of him, but the other meaning is also this. Okay, so this is what Durmukhi says. पुष्पवृष्टिञ्च तरवो पुष्पवृष्टिञ्च तरवो मुमुचुर्यस्य वै भयात् मुमुचुर्यस्य वै भयात् शैलाश्च सुभ्रूः पानीयम् शैलाश्च सुभ्रूः पानीयम् जलदाश्च यदेच्छति जलदाश्च यदेच्छति पुष्पवृष्टिञ्च तरवो मुमुचुर्यस्य वै भयात् पुष्पवृष्टिञ्च तरवो मुमुचुर्यस्य वै भयात् शैलाश्च सुभ्रूः पानीयम् जलदाश्च यदेच्छति शैलाश्च सुभ्रूः पानीयम् जलदाश्च यदेच्छति together पुष्पवृष्टिञ्च तरवो मुमुचुर्यस्य वै भयात् शैलाश्च सुभ्रूः पानीयम् जलदाश्च यदेच्छति. So together पुष्पवृष्टिञ्च तरवो मुमुचुर्यस्य वै भयात् शैलाश्च सुभ्रूः पानीयम् जलदाश्च यदेच्छति. So here Subhruhu is how she addresses her. Oh, one with beautiful eyebrows. Bhru means eyebrow. So Bhru means one with beautiful eyebrows. Then, hey Bhamini. You know what the word Bhamini means? You know that Bhamini means beautiful woman, but you know why Bhamini means beautiful? Bhadatu means one who is radiant. So she has this natural glow. No retinol, no lycopene, nothing. Natural glow radiating from within her skin. So Bhamini. Okay. So Yasya Bhayat Taravaha Pushpavrishtim Mumuchuhu. Out of fear for whom Taravaha, trees, Pushpavrishtim, showers of flowers, Mumuchuhu, they release. Yada ichhati, whenever he desires. When does he desire? When he walks in that Ashokavana, trees on either side of him should shower flowers on him. If he has this thought, the trees will immediately unleash flowers on him. Shailascha, Jaladaha cha. Shailaha cha. Shaila means mountains. Jaladaha means clouds. Paniyam, yada ichhati, mumuchuhu. Paniyam means water. So both the mountains and the clouds yield water. How do the mountains yield water? If Ravana is walking somewhere and he wants water, the moment he thinks water, the mountain will immediately, spontaneously create a stream. From that stream, which will be cool, clear water, mountain spring water. Okay, then he can drink that mountain spring water and quench his thirst. Same way, the clouds will immediately release beautiful rain. Okay, not the heavy rain, not hailstorm kind of rain, but beautiful rain that will make him quench, that will help him quench his thirst. So Jaladaha cha yada ichhati mumuchu. Okay. Tasya nairitarajasya rajarajasya bhamini Kim Tvam. Or did Bhamini come in the previous one also? Did I make a mistake in adding Bhamini here? Yes. Bhamini is from the next shloka that I took and told.
But you added earlier.
I took it earlier. Correct. Please take Bhamini from this shloka. I have written Anvaya for some 5-6 things. I've just written notes. Point of address, I just wrote Bhamini. I didn't realize it's from 19th. Tasya nairitarājas. That's why everyone's giving me blank looks when I said Bhamini. And then I was making a joke also. Nobody laughed. Then I realized, okay, it is from the next shloka only.
We were all enjoying the Bhamini description. So.
And it is from the next shloka only, so you should enjoy it here. Tasya nairitarājasya rajarajasya bhamini. Tasya nairitarājasya rajarajasya bhamini. Kim tvam na kurushe buddhim. Kim tvam na kurushe buddhim. Bharyarthe ravanasya hi. भार्यार्थे रावणस्य हि किं त्वं न कुरुषे बुद्धिं भार्यार्थे रावणस्य हि किं त्वं न कुरुषे बुद्धिं भार्यार्थे रावणस्य हि together तस्य नैरतराजस्य राजराजस्य भामिनी किं त्वं न कुरुषे बुद्धिं भार्यार्थे रावणस्य हि kurushe is a verb. Why do you not do what here is basically accede? Why do you not listen to? Why do you not accept? Nairitarajasya tasya rajarajasya. Hey Bhamini, oh beautiful one who's glowing. Tasya, of his. Nairitaraja. Nairitaraja means Lord of the Southwest. Okay, Nirutti is the name of the Lord who's a Dikpalaka of the Southwest. He is actually the Nairitaraja. But Ravana is so powerful that the Rakshasi is saying, oh, the Nairita Raja is Ravana only. The Lord of the Southwest is Ravana only. So, Raja Raja, the king of the kings. That Ravana, Tasya Ravanasya, Bharyarthe, for being his wife. Kim na kurushe. Why do you not take steps? Why do you not accept? Why do you not do? So, this word kurushe is used in the sense of, why do you not take steps to become his wife? You should be actively trying to take his attention, get his attention and become his wife. Okay, why are you not even responding to us. Why are you not even responding to him? Okay, it is beyond her comprehension. That's why she's asking like this. Sadhute tattvato devi, sadhute tattvato devi, kathitam sadhu bhamini, kathitam sadhu bhamini, गृहाण सुस्मिते वाक्यम् गृहाण सुस्मिते वाक्यम् अन्यथा न भविष्यसि अन्यथा न भविष्यसि साधुते तत्त्वतो देवि कथितं साधु भामिनि साधुते तत्त्वतो देवि कथितं साधु भामिनि गृहाण सुस्मिते वाक्यम् अन्यथा न भविष्यसि गृहाण सुस्मिते वाक्यम् अन्यथा न भविष्यसि together साधुते तत्त्वतो देवी कथितं साधु भामिनि गृहाण सुस्मिते वाक्यम् अन्यथा न भविष्यसि na bhavishyasi. It will not be. What will not be? He susmite. O one with a gentle, beautiful smile. He bhamini. O one who is glowing. Devi. O luminous one. O queen. Tattvataha. Truly. Sadhu te katitham sadhu vakyam. For your own good. Sadhe sadhu. For your own good. Katitham. Told. Sadhu vakyam. The good words. Grihana. Accept. Anyatha na bhavishyasi. Now they show their true nature. Or else, na bhavishyasi, you will not be there. If you don't listen to our good words told for your own good, you will not be. Okay. So extent of height of diplomacy. I will kill you if you don't listen to me. Okay. So having listened to this Sita Mata, you can imagine what her state of mind will be. Okay. So with this, we finish the 23rd Sarga. Next will, of course, be only threatening, all out threats. Iti Srimad Ramayane Sundarakande Trayovimsha Sargaha. We can now